Dear students, I, Mr. Vishal Shah, Assistant Professor, Christian Institute of Pharmacy, Karad, once again welcome you all to this my YouTube channel. In this video, we are going to discuss about the chapter with the fats and oils. In that chapter, we are going to discuss about the analytical constants of the fats and oils. Already we have started with the different analytical constants. In previous video we have started with the determination of the acid value. In that video also we have discussed about the what is the need of determination of acid value, also what is the need of determination of different analytical constants of fats and oils. As single value of any constant will not give us an idea about the whether the oil or fat sample is good or not, we have to use the all these different values to get the combined result. Now, if you have not watched my previous video, you can watch previous videos. Also, if you like the content of this particular channel, then you can subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also, you can share with your friends. So let's begin with our today's session, where we will complete the what is the principle involved in the determination of acid value, as well as the what is the procedure involved in the determination of acid value. Before that, just we will see what are the learning outcomes of this session. After this session, students will be able to explain the analytical constants used for the determination of various oil constants. Also, they should be able to define the acid value, give the significance of acid value, also give the principle involved in the determination of the acid value. Now, in previous video, we have seen the definition of the acid value, where we have seen that acid value is defined as number of milligrams of KOH required to neutralize the free fatty acid in a given 1 gram of fat or oil sample. Now, if we want to determine this acid value practically, then just we will see what is the procedure that is involved for determination of acid value, as well as the principle involved in the determination of this acid value. Now, weigh about 10 gram of the substance being examined in an iodine flask. So here you have to remember that this titration is performed in the iodine flask. Prepare a 50 ml mixture of the equal volumes of ethanol and ether and add 0.5 ml of phenolphthalein solution and titrate it against 0.1 normal aqueous potassium hydroxide solution to make it neutralize. Means first we have to take oil sample, then we have to add it ethanol and ether, and after addition of phenolphthalein we have to carry out the neutralization by using aqueous potassium hydroxide solution. Further, dissolve well quantity of the substance in above neutralized solution. If the sample does not dissolve in the cold solvent, then connect the flask with the reflux condenser and warm slowly with frequent shaking until the sample dissolves. Generally, all oil or fat samples are soluble into the mixture of ethanol as well as the ether. But if oil or fat sample is not soluble, then we have to carry out the solubilization of that particular sample by using the reflux condenser. We have to carry out the reflux condensation until our sample gets dissolved. Then we have to carry out the addition of 1 ml of phenolphthalein solution and titrate it with the 0.1 normal aqueous potassium hydroxide solution until the solution remains faintly pink after shaking for 30 seconds. So this is the general procedure that is used for the performing the determination of the acid value practical. Now, the acid value is often good measure of the breakdown of triglycerides into the free fatty acids. So, as I said, the acid, whatever the fat and oil samples are there, these fats and oil samples are made up of the triglycerides, which are nothing but the combination of glycerol with the different free fatty acids. Now, when these triglycerides get hydrolyzed, which leads into the formation of the alcoholic portion as well as the acid portion. If the concentration of these acid substances or free acid substances increases, then our sample becomes rancid. And if the free fatty acids are more, then obviously we will get the more acid value. So that's why this is used as a measure to determine the acid value. Now, what is the principle involved in the determination of acid value? As we know, here there is a direct type of titration. Now we know various types of the titration, like direct type of titration, then the blind titration, back titration. In direct type of titration, we are going to carry out the reaction between acid and base directly, where in this case only one acid, one base is used to carry out the direct reaction between the acid as well as the base. These types of the titrations are known as the direct type of titration. Where the back type of titration means what? Here in this case, suppose we want to carry out the determination of the acid, then this acid is first reacted with the excess amount of alkali which is added in our conical flask itself. Now what happens? The reaction between our weak acid and the strong base will take place. As we have used the base or alkali in excess amount, after reacting with the acid, some amount of the base will remain as it is in our conical flask, and this remaining amount of base is further titrated with the strong acid. So such a types of the titrations are known as the back type of titration. But in case of acid value, only direct type of titration is involved, where we are going to carry out the titration of free fatty acids that are present with the help of the aqueous potassium hydroxide solution. Now, the acid value will give us idea about whether our fat or oil sample has become rancid or not. Also, acid value is a measure of degree of hydrolytic reactivity or hydrolytic rancidity, means whether we have, there are two different types of rancidity. One is hydrolytic rancidity and other one is the oxidative rancidity. If fats are hydrolyzed in presence of the moisture and warm temperature, or also by bacterial enzymes into glycerol and fatty acid, these types of the rancidity is known as the hydrolytic rancidity. And what is the meaning of oxidative rancidity? It occurs when oxidation of unsaturated fatty acids that are present in fats and oils, which forms the lipid peroxidase or fatty aldehydes and ketones. This is nothing but the oxidative rancidity. So, determination of acid value will give us the idea about the hydrolytic rancidity. Usually, it gives an indication of the edibility of the lipid. Edible oil should contain acid value less than 1. Means edible oil which are used for the cooking purposes, they should contain the amount of acid less than 1% or 1. If it exceeds the 1, then these particular oils are not suitable for the cooking purposes. Also, if the oil is used for the pharmaceutical purpose, for the manufacturing of different, say for example emulsions, then different ointments, or sometimes oils are also used in the parenteral preparations. If that oil is used for the purpose of pharmaceutical purpose, then these oils must not have any acidity. If they are having amount of free fatty acid that is present in their sample, then in that case these particular oils are not used for the pharmaceutical purposes. Rest of the mineral oils are having the acid value more than 1%. So this is about the procedure. Now calculate the acid value of oil by using the formula. Now we will see what is the formula that is used for calculation of the acid value. Acid value is calculated by using this formula. Acid value is equal to 5.69 into W, where N is the number of amount of KOH and the W, that is the W is the weight of the sample, and here N represents the volume of KOH that is required during the titration. Sometimes this formula, that is the acid value, can be calculated by using formula ml of KOH into normality into 56 divided by weight of sample, which gives us an idea about the milligrams of KOH that is required to carry out the determination of the acid value. So here this is the simplified version, where 5.61 into N, where N gives us a volume of 0.1 molar KOH that is required for neutralization of this particular acid substance, that is the free fatty acid that is present in given oil or fat sample. This is nothing but your Buret reading that is obtained by performing the practical for the acid value. So this is about the determination of acid value. What is the importance of determination of acid value, as well as the what is the principle involved in the determination of acid value. Now in next video we will discuss about the second analytical constant, that is the saponification value as well as the acetyl value. So here in detail we have discussed about the how to carry out the determination of acid value, what is the definition of acid value, and what is the principle involved in the determination of acid value. Now if you have any queries related to the pharmaceutical organic chemistry, then you can contact me on this, my email ID shahvishalv99@gmail.com. If you like the content of this particular channel, then you subscribe and watch my previous videos related to the pharmaceutical organic chemistry to get more ideas related to the different topics. Stay tuned for the next videos. Thank you.